Hey everyone, Jake Martin with Matt Sigler. We're the sports team at the Natchez Democrat, and we have such a big week that we thought we'd come on here and talk about it. Of course, you've got ACCS hosting Jackson Academy and Natchez hosting Jefferson County. Matt, let's start with ACCS, coming off a huge week, beating University Academy. Can they upset JA?
Yeah, great question. Well, first of all, great week for AC in week one. You put up 49 points against University Academy, a team that's 4A in MAIS, a ranking ahead, a class ahead of AC. Big question, can they upset them? Well, I'll tell you, the things stacking up right now look to be sort of in AC's favor. When you look at Jackson Academy's first game, they gave up 239 rush yards. And you know that's what AC loves to do.
That's what they're built.
They love to run the football. Guys like Chisholm Martis, Sam Butler, look for them to get some carries.
Jordan Wells,
yeah. Christopher White's another good, solid fullback that can run the ball.
AC has some great offensive linemen, especially on the right side. They have two 290-pound kids, Chris Sykes, Joe Adams. They're a handful for defenses. But Matt, the guy that really stole the show in week one was Carlos Woods.
Yeah, he did.
And this is a guy, he had 3 touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns. He had a 75-yard rushing touchdown right before the half, which was amazing. If you haven't seen it, look it up. Incredible highlight video. Carlos, I told you he might be the most underrated kid in this area.
Right.
And I really do believe that because he has a strong arm, he has a good arm. He's added a mobile dimension to his game.
Yeah,
he can now beat teams with his feet, and he showed that with that long run. Very laid-back kid, very confident kid. But when the lights come on, this kid comes out to play, and if he plays like that again, Matt, we might be smelling upset.
Look, you're exactly right. Carlos is a big key to this game. He's got to be able to manage the game, manage the offense, and turning the ball over is huge. AC cannot afford to turn the ball over, especially against a team like Jackson Academy.
David King preaches that. But let's go over to the other big game. Jefferson County coming to Natchez. Natchez started off the season a little disappointing. They lost 33-27 to Wilkinson County. Wilkinson County, great athletes.
Yeah, for sure.
Great athletes. Travion Jones, Juan Anthony, Robert Swint.
Yeah.
You got a lot of kids over there that can play ball. But Natchez expected to win that game. 4 turnovers didn't help their case. 3 interceptions by Chris Scott. They had some center quarterback exchange issues.
Right.
Going into this game, Matt, Jefferson County's defense coming off a strong performance. Natchez, not so much.
Right, and Jefferson County, like you said, just shut down South Pike.
Shut them down.
20-8 was the final score in that one, and Jefferson County short field touchdown.
Short field touchdown at the end of the game.
Right, very end of the game. But look, Natchez's defense has got to improve in this one. You give up 491 total yards.
Way too much.
And it's not that the run or the pass dominated. It was 294 through the air, 197 on the ground. So Jefferson County, I mean, you got to be sort of licking your chops here, thinking if Wilkinson County can do it both ways, we've got a chance.
I talked to Coach Harrington today, and he's feeling good about their chances.
Right.
He's confident. The kids are confident. They think they can come in there and upset Natchez. I visited Jefferson County this summer. They might be bigger than Natchez.
Yeah,
they have some
true.
big kids. And James Claiborne, he's a senior athlete. He plays every position. He played quarterback last week. He led them to a victory. Harrington wasn't so quick to name him the starter against Natchez. I think he'll start, but we'll see. Natchez, though, they got to get the ball to the playmakers.
Right.
Got to get some better protection up front. Give Chris time. Chris can find Ty Terrell, who, another great highlight, he juked everybody on Wilkinson County. Had 165 rushing yards against Wilkinson County last week. Great athlete, one of the fastest kids in the area. Also, another fast kid is Malik Bird. He had a 60-yard touchdown reception last week. You got to get these kids the ball.
You do.
You got to find them. Trevez Lyles is another kid that, where was he at last week? You got to find him. You got to dial up these numbers. You got to get them the ball on the perimeter and beat teams that way. They can beat Jefferson County like that. Now, if Jefferson County lines up and just gets penetration and disrupts Chris, we're going to have an upset.
Yeah, and you're right. Natchez, we knew this coming into this year.
Yeah.
Probably the fastest team in the area.
Yeah.
And you have to exploit that. You have to use that. And Jefferson County, it's going to be a tough test. Close game, I think.
A very good one there. Let's run through these quickly. Cathedral at Madison St. Joe.
I got Cathedral in that one.
I think we both got Cathedral pretty big. University at Trinity.
You know, I like Trinity in this. I think they come back from a tough 20-15 loss against Silliman and pull off a win here.
I'm going to take University. I think the loss of Cade Wells last week, he's not going to play this week. He's the heart of their defense. Their defense looked really good against Silliman, but without Cade, I'm a little hesitant to take Trinity in that one. South Pike at Franklin County.
I like Franklin County. They had a big win in week 1.
We both like Franklin County. DeMontre Collins, one of the best athletes in the area. Look him up. Central Private at WCCA.
I know it's not the popular pick.
Are we going 2 in a row?
I'm going 2 in a row WCCA.
WCCA.
Matching last year's win total.
Absolutely. We're on board with WCCA. Wilkinson County at Emmett.
Wilkinson County.
Wilkinson County big. Wildcats have athletes. And lastly, Centerville at Park Lane.
I'm going to take Centerville. You don't go against Bill Hurst.
You don't go against Bill Hurst. Let's go through our premier matchups.
Okay.
AC at JA at AC. Are we going with upset?
I think I am. I like what AC did in week 1. Watching those highlights, I think if they can run the ball downhill, and if Coach King stays true to the run and establishes that early, I think they wear down JA, and I think they hold on to the ball.
That's big words.
I know it's big words, but I think they hold on to the ball for a substantial amount of time, enough to squeak out a tight, and I'm talking about tight win.
Carlos is key. If he repeats that performance that he had last week, I like AC. David King's going to be upset with us. David, we know you love to play the underdog role, but we're buying what you're selling right now. I think we're both going AC with a slight upset. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Jefferson County at Natchez.
I think week 1 is still in the back of my head, and I'm going to have to go Jefferson County rolling in and pulling the upset. You know, when you can hold a team like South Pike, who's also a larger school, to basically shut them out.
They shut them down. Their defense was impressive.
And you were telling me Coach Harrington was very high on that defense.
Very high.
So I think Jefferson County, if there's a time to do it, it's now. And I hate to say it, but it's almost, get them while they're down.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Garner today. He thinks he's fixed some of their problems. He thinks Chris will have better time in the pocket. I don't think Chris will have another game like that. I don't see him throwing 3 interceptions. I think he's going to find his playmakers. I'm going to take Natchez. It's going to be tight.
Yeah, I think so. I think that'll be a good game, though.
It'll be a great game.
And like
great
you
week.
said, I mean, Chris is one of those kids. He's not going to have.
He's not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for us. If you like this, please like, share, comment, spread it all over social media. We would love to do this for you guys, but we need support. We need to know that there's interest there. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.